What's up, y'all? This video is gonna be mainly about me just going around asking people questions, and I can have my first person with me right now. And yeah, let's get started.
Hi, my name is Brianna Davis. Y'all can follow me on my Instagram at B.Sierra Cierra. That's my Instagram handle. Hit me up on there. Let's get started. What you want to ask me?
Okay, Ms. Davis, what are your cons and pros in a romantic partnership?
I'll start with my cons first. Too talkative. You always talking, rather it's negative mostly. If you always have something bad to say, I don't want to hear it. That's number one. Number two, dirty appearance. You gotta be nice and clean. I like my man with manicured fingernails or something. Keep his toes nice too. But that's a pro if he does keep himself up. But that's a con if he doesn't. And then my third con would be men that act like babies.
Like little girl, basically.
Yeah, act like a little female when you're supposed to be masculine. Always screaming that they're masculine, but then they act like little girls when it's just something that happens. And then a pro would be a nice man who is sensitive, but still keep his masculinity intact. Another pro would be, like I said, nice, clean hygiene. And number three would just be being himself, like not changing, trying to change up his image because of me.
That's a big one right there. Like, yeah.
Just be yourself.
The next question say, what are some ways you work on yourself in order for that right person to come into your life?
I'm doing more praying for me, not technically for that person, because a lot of people, they pray for Mr. Right or Mrs. Right when they should be praying for themselves to be able to be with Mrs. Right or Mr. Right. Hopefully that makes sense.
Yeah, that does make sense.
Like a lot of people, they're like, oh yeah, I need that Sierra prayer, how she got Russell Wilson, when actually she prayed for herself so that she can have a man that's like willing and ready for her, the way that she should be willing and ready for him. Because you can go into a relationship like this, blind. You going in, and then you are self-sabotaging everything while this person is perfect. Like they say, you meet people, right place, wrong time.
Yeah.
Two great people together, just not the right time.
I feel like people look more at like the outside world instead of like trying to really fix what's within themselves, and it's like it messes up
everything. You are totally right.
The last question say, do you believe having God in your partnership is healthy?
Yes, very much so. If it's not God, like whatever, let's say there's two people, they're Buddhists or something. As long as they have that solid, whoever they worship, as long as they have that solid form in their life, their relationship will go far because they'll know how to pray or meditate together. Instead of you just praying for that relationship and you dating an atheist, that ain't really gonna work out. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, yeah, we might, and then I might be Catholic. This person is Buddhist or Baptist. We both serve the same thing, but we both have different religious connotations.
Okay. So y'all, this is the first person I interviewed. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to me.
Yeah, shout out to her. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, more to come, y'all. So stay tuned. Nice.
Yes.
What's up, y'all? I'm back again with a second person. I got here Darnell. You know what I'm saying? Would you like to introduce yourself?
How you doing, guys? Drink water every day. Stay hydrated.
Okay. That's very, very important. So, Darnell, I want to ask you, what are your cons and pros in a romantic partnership?
Well, I think one of the biggest cons is attitude. You know, you can like the best woman in the world, but if your attitude is terrible, I just can't get along with you simply.
Right.
And you can look the worst of the worst. But if your attitude is, is good, you're a friendly person, I'm gonna rock with you. Simple as that. So looks do not matter as much. Like if you're average, I feel like if you're a hateful person, you automatically are just down below everybody else. So average looks, good personality, that's all I'm looking for.
Okay. What are some ways you work on yourself in order for the right person to come into your life?
Well, people person, all right? If I'm a person everybody likes being around, being safe around, then that person is automatically gonna come to me.
Okay. Do you believe having God in your partnership is healthy?
Yeah, I think so. Little faith keeps everybody going. Whatever motivates some people, like if you wake up and recite a verse from the Bible or something like that, and that keeps you going throughout your day, then do it. That will keep you happy. Do it. Nothing about that.
Do you believe that though? Having God in your partnership is healthy?
Well, sure. Yeah.
Like, okay. What makes you think to keep your partnership healthy? What some things you think y'all can do? You feel me? Or you can do?
I mean,
for them to learn.
Like learn what? Like just
from you? Like what's some things?
Me, I mean, just be around me like throughout my daily adventures or what I do. Like for instance, at my own home, I would just walk around because everybody around the whole block knew who I was. So if I'm just out there walking, somebody might walk beside me and I was just walking and talking. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I think some of those, people tend to be either too close or too distant to their partners. So I feel like if you're a little good mix of both of those, you can achieve anything you want to achieve.
Okay. All right, cool. So y'all, that was it from Darnell, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'll be back again with another voice.
Subscribe to the channel.
Oh,
like and share and follow Zaria.
You told Zaria.
On YouTube, you just.
So right now I got another speaker live right now, y'all. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Oh, yeah. My name is Paris Johnson. You already know. It's your boy from STL, St. Louis, Missouri. You already know what's going on.
All right, so Paris, I got the first question for you. What are your cons and pros in a romantic partnership?
Pros and cons? Man. See, I'm not big into relationships and all of that. Ooh. But I'd say the most obvious pro is just communication between two partners. I mean, that should be a no-given, no-brainer. You want to be able to sit and have a reasonable conversation with the person you consider to be, the person you love.
Right.
And I'd say a con would be maybe stability. But that kind of falls in line with the communication thing in a bit. I'm not sure, but maybe, yeah, stability. Let's just go with that.
Okay. The second question, what are some ways you work on yourself in order for the right person to come into your life?
Good question. I'd say for me personally, isolation and meditation, at constant exercise, keeping myself busy, I would say, I'm not saying, you can't go out and, interact with people, because that's the real way to really figure out what you like and what you don't.
Right.
Again, but for the most part, really just keep to yourself. Just, you can't really hop into a relationship without really understanding who you are.
Right.
So it's not really, I wouldn't recommend it. You can do that, but again, like I said, don't just do it, because, yeah.
Because, when you work on yourself, the right person will come in your life when you work on yourself, because that person can be separated from you, working on themselves, and God will find a way for y'all to connect.
Right.
So the last question, do you believe having God in your partnership is healthy?
Yes, I do. For the most part, me personally, I'm not the most religious person, but I do believe in there being a God. I do believe in that. Well, for most people, I know nowadays religion is kind of like a little hot topic for some people. Some people believe in it, some don't. Some say there's something else out there. Some believe in worshiping the devil. That's not me. I'm not going to go that far. But
right.
For most people, the way I've seen religion play out in their relationships, I'd say yes, definitely. People that can act, if you got a strong enough relationship with God that you feel as if He brought that person into your life for that exact reason, for you, then hell yeah, I believe it.
All right. Thank you for your response. That was very great responses. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no problem,
Thank
no
you,
problem.
Yeah. I got another voice. His name is Malcolm. And the first question I'm about to ask you: what are some cons and pros in a romantic partnership?
Well, with me, the pros, I'm happier. She helps me get out more, do more things, be more active. The cons, snap, I can't think of any right now.
Yeah, like what was some cons in your past relationship that you didn't like?
My last relationship, my ex was toxic.
No.
As in, like, she got jealous over my god sisters.
Okay. All right.
And they're 12.
Okay.
So that's the only con I could think of.
Okay. Second question: what are some ways you work on yourself in order for the right person to come into your life?
What are some ways I work on myself? Really, just try to think better on myself. Because I have a bad habit of thinking down on myself, overthinking bad thoughts. And that's mostly just because of my past. But yeah.
What's some ways you think you can like overcome that?
Honestly, I don't know necessarily. It's just gonna take time, I guess.
Yeah. Do you write? You think you feel comfortable writing?
Writing has never worked for me. Writing and meditating has never worked for me.
Okay. Well, it will come in the right time. Yeah. The last question: do you believe having God in your partnership is healthy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Easy. Yes.
Most definitely. Thank you. Thank you for your response. Thank you. So, y'all, I decided to join in as well. The question is, what are your cons and pros in a romantic partnership? One of my cons is always on the phone too much. That's one of my biggest cons. Always on the phone. You got to learn how to be in the moment. You know what I'm saying? Because, anything can happen. You on your phone too much, you can walk into a dog trap. You never know. You know what I'm saying? So it's like phone. That's one of my cons. Second con is like being disrespectful towards elders or anyone, just loud all the time for no reason, just loud mouth. That's one of my cons. That's the second one of my cons. Third, not big on communication. Not big on communication. Like, you have to know how to communicate. And that's one of my pros, communication. And pros is respecting yourself, respecting others always, and just showing love, being in the moment, being creative while you in the moment and productive. You know what I'm saying? That's all the pros. The second question, what are some ways you work on yourself in order for the right person to come into your life? Some of the ways I work on myself is working out, going on walks and things like that to really heal, to really clear my mind of things. Really just taking a moment for myself, sitting with myself, always putting God first, you know what I'm saying? Getting to know me so I can, you know what I'm saying? So when I know me, I can know me, learn what I like and don't like. So when that partner comes to my life, you know what I'm saying, they'll know as well, you know? So it's like, working out, writing, just writing my thoughts down and stuff like that. And That's some ways right there, working out and just, yeah. Yeah. Second question is, do you believe having God in your partnership is healthy? Most definitely. I really do believe having God in my partnership is healthy always, because if you don't put God, you know what I'm saying, in your partnership, like, how you expect things to work, you feel me? And that's like, if you don't put God in your partnership, like, what? I'm not trying to down anyone that don't, you feel me? But at the same time, I believe in God, and I feel like putting God in my life personally should always be in my partnership as well, because God gifted me that partner, you know what I'm saying? So why I shouldn't put God in my partnership? You know what I'm saying? God gifted me this partner. So God always gonna come first. God, I feel like going to God about anything is healthy, because God will guide you and your partner through things to make things better. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Oh yeah. This is one of my big pros right here. You have to have eye contact. I love having eye contact while I am communicating with my partner. If you don't have eye contact with me, that just shows me that you are not meant for me. And this goes for friendship, partnership, anything. Like, I'm really heavy on eye contact. Like, I love making eye contact. Hey, y'all got another voice, you know what I'm saying? Would you like to introduce yourself?
Miss Calhoun. Hey, y'all.
Okay, the first question. What are your cons and pros in a romantic partnership?
Pros and cons. I would say con, no ambition. Like, people say, like, broke, but I feel like if you trying, then, it's not a problem. So it's the ambition part for me. Pros, being able to, like, be empathetic, but also, like, understanding. Like, I hate people that want to argue, or, like, when they do argue, they not trying to understand another person's perspective. They more so trying to get their point across. Right. So I would want a person that, try to, when we do argue, understand both sides and try to, you feel me, compromise instead of yelling, you feel me?
Right. All right. The second question say, what are some ways you work on yourself in order for the right person to come into your life?
Like, probably just being one with yourself. Like, if you don't love yourself first, then it's like, how can you even want a relationship with somebody else? Like, I don't know if you heard of Maslow's hierarchy of needs, but it's like, it's like a science thing, but it's still like, these are the steps that you take in your life, or the things that you have to do to be a complete unit and, like, complete self. So I feel like if you're not, you feel me, well nourished, really mentally there, then you're not, you feel me,
Not gonna attract that.
Yeah, like, you have to be good to yourself before you're able to be good to somebody else.
All right, this is the last question. It say, do you believe having God in your partnership is healthy?
I do. I'm not a super faith, like, religious type of person, but something like a higher power that I feel like you need that in your relationship, like something to believe in.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for your responses. You welcome. Thank you. What's up, y'all? I have another voice that would like to be heard. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, my name is Ayomide Averahi. I'm in the RA at Juliet Job Corps.
Okay.
Is that good enough?
Yeah. What are your cons and pros in a romantic partnership?
Romantic partnership. Pros, I would say I am very big on communication, understanding, and the willingness to change your point of view if need be. And also the ability to coexist with someone else. Cons, I would say argumentative, pride, and that's pretty much it. I think if you're understanding, you guys should pretty much be good.
Yeah.
And that's it. Relationship.
The second question, what are some ways you work on yourself in order for the right person to come into your life?
Oh, the first one is learn how to love yourself. Because if you don't love yourself, you won't be able to love someone else. And you can't put that on someone else to teach you how to love yourself. Work on my communication, because that's one thing I struggled with in the past. And what else? I don't know, make sure most things in my life are in good places so I don't have to put my problems on whoever my partner is, potentially.
Okay.
Yeah, those things.
Okay. The last question, do you believe having God in your partnership is healthy?
Yes. It's not mandatory, but I believe it's healthy. Like, I'm a Christian, grew up in a Christian household. So if my partner in the future were to be a Christian, that would be like great. But again, it's not mandatory because I've tried not to be close-minded in terms of like choosing partners and letting religion be like an end-all be-all. So as long as they're a good person in every like aspect of the word, they're fine. But if they're Christian and they don't have any problem with me practicing my Christianity, then they're perfectly fine.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
No
You
problem.
smell good, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. What's up, y'all? I have another voice that would love to be heard again. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, what's up, y'all? My name is Joseph Mason.
The first question is, what are some cons and pros in a romantic partnership?
I feel like some pros, you have somebody to talk to. You have somebody to talk to, kick it with, be yourself around. Some cons, shit, you love them. So it might make you think crazy things or be paranoid with the one you love. And I feel like that's some cons that come with it, with the territory.
Okay. The second question, what are some ways you work on yourself in order for the right person to come to your life?
Me personally, I'm not. I'm waiting on that period of time, you know. I'm waiting. I don't know. I feel like it's going to happen naturally off guard. So I ain't really preparing for it.
Okay. Do you believe having God in your partnership is healthy?
Yes, I believe it is, because sometimes when you can't talk to anybody else, it helps to know that you can talk to him about what you're going through in times where you really can't talk to any of your peers or family members.
Okay. Nice responses. Thank you.
No problem.
What's up, y'all? I have another voice that would love to be heard. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, it's Destiny.
The first question, what are some cons and pros in a romantic partnership?
I say pros are like hugs, loving yourself and them, and taking care of them. Then the cons would be like fighting, commitment issues. That's all I got right there.
Okay. The second question, what are some ways you work on yourself in order for the right person to come to your life?
Loving yourself, caring for yourself, make sure you're like doing the right thing for yourself.
Okay, and when you loving yourself, what action do you put that?
Like make yourself feel pretty and like tell yourself you're pretty and just like all that.
Do you believe that would draw the right person, like attract? If you doing that to yourself, that attract the
the right person.
Do you believe having God in your relationship is healthy?
It's a two-way thing. I think you can have a guy, you can have a girl. It works. Or you could just have yourself.
Okay. Thank you for your responses. Thank you. What's up, y'all? I have another voice that would love to be heard. Would you like to introduce yourself?
I'm Imani.
Okay, Imani, what are some cons and pros in a romantic partnership?
Pros, y'all have each other, y'all working out on everything. Cons, some people in relationships do not communicate. And I feel like communication is the key. And a lot of people don't communicate, or they communicate about the wrong things, or just don't do it at all.
Okay. What are some ways you work on yourself in order for the right person to come into your life?
Self-care. Like, take care of yourself before you have to take care of someone else or get with someone else that's not going to take care of you. The most important part is you.
True. I believe that. Do you believe having God in your partnership is healthy?
Yep, most definitely.
Okay, cool. She said, y'all should have seen her face. She said, yep, most definitely. Thank you for your response. Thank you. What's up, y'all? I got another voice that would love to be heard. Would you like to introduce yourself?
I am Veronica Duncan.
The first question, what are some cons and pros in a romantic partnership?
I definitely say with like my experiences, it's been kind of iffy because I have had a lot of online relationships, which it can get bad quick when like misunderstandings occur and things like that. I'd say the longest relationship that I had was almost 2 years, which was definitely pretty good. But currently, as of right now, I am in an online relationship and it's going really well. So.
Okay. Do y'all like video chat?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Where are some ways you work on yourself in order for the right person to come into your life?
I'm definitely like ignoring people who can be like kind of toxic, because you know the internet is kind of a really trivial thing. So basically find people who have like the same kind of interests as me, make close friends. They don't have to be like in a romantic relationship with me, you know? And then kind of just like as you get closer, like you can think of the idea, but obviously you need to check yourself first to make sure that things are going to be all right.
True. Okay. The last question, do you believe having God in your partnership is healthy?
Well, me, myself, I am non-religious, but I definitely say if you were like a Christian or you believed in God, then if that helps you, then definitely, of course, it would be great.
What you think will help you and your partner to be more, uplifted in y'all connection as y'all go on and on? What you think would be healthy for y'all?
I'm not sure, to be honest.
Okay. All right. Okay. But thank you for your responses. So nice responses, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.